Hi Gemini, happy birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-June 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the Bridging the Gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest, and we'll also pull some oracle cards to help out with the Bridging the Gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so while I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's, if you feel it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Five of Coins. So this is Taurus energy here, which for you guys is 12th house. So to me, this feels like you might have actually stepped away from this connection in the past, and primarily because you might have felt like emotionally your needs weren't being met within the situation, or you might have felt like, you were just bringing more to the table than this person was, and because of that imbalance, you might have felt like it was just best to cut your losses in the situation. Some of you this could have happened recently, given that that's the Taurus energy, and we came out of Taurus season not too long ago. Past energy on their side, we have the Two of Cups. So, totally different perception of the way things are going now in the situation on their side. The Two of Cups energy usually is an energy that points to love, although we do see some spilled liquid on the floor, so it could just be saying that, yeah, maybe emotionally they thought they were giving to the connection in a certain way, but maybe they just didn't have much to give and didn't realize it at the time. Present energy on your side, we have Wisdom. So this is the equivalent of the High Priestess. And here it looks like you could just intuitively be trying to feel out the situation a little bit. Now, what stands out to me is we do see the character with the sword in the background, which would represent communication, and the back is turned to them, right? So I feel like there might not be direct communication between you and this person, but at the very least, it seems like intuitively you're trying to figure out what to do around the situation. Present energy on their side, we have the Lovers. So again, totally different perceptions on one side versus the other. It seems like this person thinks things are going very well, so I feel like there's an energy of them not necessarily seeing the situation through the same lens that you are at this time. And, it could very well be, based on what we were saying in the past, if they're getting more from the connection than you are, then yeah, it'd be easier for them to look at things as going well, whereas you might feel like something's lacking. Future energy on your side, we have the Seven of Coins. So Taurus energy here. And yeah, I just feel like you might have invested quite a bit of time and energy into this connection, but you just might feel like the two of you are just on different levels at this time. So you might feel like there's a maturity gap, whether that be emotionally, physically, otherwise, between the two of you. All right. And future energy on their side, we have the Seven of Cups. So basically the exact opposite energy of the Seven of Coins. So yeah, to me, I just get the energy. The word that keeps coming to mind with this person is oblivious. So I don't think that they're deliberately trying to offer less to the situation. I just feel like they're operating under the assumption that things are going well. And like we said, the reason why that could be the case is if they're getting more from the connection than you are, then naturally it'd be easier for them to feel that way. And from what I'm seeing on your side, it's possible that you're not really communicating these issues to this person, which is just helping that dynamic continue. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is Piscean energy here, and this could just be saying that ultimately you might put more of your focus toward your career, and if that's the case, it looks like there would be some success there. But yeah, you might ultimately decide that because you might feel like you're not getting much from the connection, you might just shift your focus and not even stress it all that much. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the High Priestess. So you have that energy on the present on your side, and here we see it from the bottom of the deck for them. So yeah, it could just be saying that they too might be in some ways operating off of assumptions, and intuitively, like I said, they're feeling like, oh, things are great. But like we said, if they're getting a lot from the situation where you're not, then it's easy for that to happen. So it looks like obviously this connection would benefit from more direct communication between the two of you, but it doesn't look like that's happening right now. But we'll go to the Oracle cards and see what they add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck here. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. Alright, and I'll cut the deck and pull a card. Take this card here. And next I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle. So I'll give this a few shuffles. Alright, and same thing, I'll take a card here, get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at that Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have warning. It says don't dismiss the red flags here. So interesting message there, because again, like I said, I really don't feel like there's anything nefarious going on their side. I don't feel like they're deliberately trying to take advantage of the situation or anything like that. I feel like there really is this genuine energy of them being oblivious. So, warning sounds a little heavy. Red flags, okay, maybe, right? The red flags could be if the two of you just don't feel open communicating with each other clearly, then yes, this dynamic could persist, right? So that's more of what I see there versus, warning makes you think of more of a dangerous situation. This just seems like more of a disconnect and different approaches to things, but we'll see what the Wisdom of the Oracle adds to the mix. All right, we have the Fates. There's the artwork and the number 17. We'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in a relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in the situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, especially when it said, accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you basically have to move on from the situation. Because like I said, it doesn't look like things would clear up and improve naturally. So like I said, at a minimum, it seems like there would need to be some conversation between the two of you for you to let them know, like, hey, I have these issues, because they seem to be thinking things are great. Or if ultimately you just feel like, yeah, this doesn't seem to be a good match, then it could just be saying in that regard you might need to move on. So, not the most light and fluffy message for birthday month, I suppose, but hopefully you guys are having a good birthday season. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.